Okay, we're back. We're live again. This is part 2 of today's stream. Unfortunately, again, we've had to reset again. So, like I said, my internet was great. Nothing was wrong. I did a speed test. Everything was good. My only conclusion is that it's the typical PS4, PSN problems. Where even if you have good internet and a good connection, they still cripple you for some reason. I don't know why. It's a real pain, and I hope they sort it for the PS5 because it ain't ideal. But it's this particular week that it's doing it, because it done it yesterday as well. So I don't know if this is just a really bad week in particular. But hopefully, I'm going to try again. So let me know if it's buffering. Let me know if there's any problems. Hopefully, everything's good, and we can actually get through this stream without too many more problems. Let me just mute this here. There we go. Okay, let's see. Got the chat up now. Hello, Mr. Lols. Welcome back. Sorry about that. Hey, Alpha Werewolf. PSN sucks. It does. It's really bad. Scheme. Now this is a technicality. Technically you're late, Scheme, but now it looks like you're early. I think you're cheating. You're trying to make things look like it's brand new, but it's not. Right. So if you left a comment in the last live stream and I didn't get to it, just repost, and I'll get to it this time. So hopefully I didn't miss anything important. I don't know where the stream cut out, but basically I was putting this in because I was like deciding on the two different fonts. They're kind of the same, a little bit different. One's more bolder than the others, but the G on this one has a bit more of a flick compared to this one here. But to be honest, I'm probably going to use this one the most, I think, because it's more clean compared to the other ones, but it still has a nice design as well. So let me realign this where it belongs. Okay. So these are basically going to be this is going to be the game manual. So this is going to be the tips for the game, and so it's for people that either skip through the tutorial at the start or they want a refresher. So some of the tips that I would advise people is okay, so let's just talk with the basics, right? So I've got my keyboard today actually, so I don't forget, right? So this is, no one knows I've got my keyboard. It actually works, which is quite good. So this is a classic. Not used to typing on this. Survival horror. This is a classic survival horror game, right? So let me see if I can do that. I can do it. I can use the shift. It works. Gaming J Manuretta. Who the hell is that? Who is this imposter? Let me just move this around here. Put the keyboard in front of me. Okay. So this is a classic survival horror game. Okay. Ammo and health. Health. I was going to say health supplies, but there's only like one you can get. So health sprays are limited. So use. It's so weird, by the way, like trying to type when you're so used to using the the controller. So what was I saying? So ammo and health sprays are limited, so use them. I think I said use them wisely. I don't want to put too much info on the one screen, so use them wisely, right? So we'll say that's like the first one. We have to pick the controller back up now. It's going to get a bit awkward. So you go. So classic file horror game, ammo and health sprays. I could change it to supplies are limited, so use them wisely. So I'll just sort of like bring this out a bit. Let's see. I could do it like that, but I don't know if I want to stretch it so far. Yeah, this is the formatting, something I'm going to have to figure out what's best. Because we're on widescreen, so technically we could just, you know, do that. But I kind of like that it goes down a line. I think it makes it a little cleaner, I think. So let me fix this jukebox here. I think it ran out. Did indeed. Does Silent Hill 4 have a good soundtrack? I guess we're going to find out. It's one of the only Silent Hill games I've never played. Hopefully it's good. James Manuel. Alright, Manuel, that's the one there. Good old Manuel. Mr. Laws again with a super chat. Thanks very much. Extremely generous. Thank you. I'll do it again. Oh, is that a threat? Oh, thanks very much. That's very generous of you. You're really helping us out to get towards that Dreams studio. One day we'll be making games like this constantly. I'll be able to make more streams and make more games, get more help to make games as well. That would be fantastic. Yes, he is back. Thanks, bro. Also, Unity versus Dreams equals both are great. Depends on how you learn things. Also, Fuse is a great blend between Dreams and Unity. I wanted to Google this Fuse. I wonder if it's any good. When does this game come out, LBA? There's no official release date. I plan to get it out by the end of November, but what I can confirm is that there will be a demo at the end of September, so look out for that. And there'll hopefully be a second demo for the other character at the end of October. So if everything goes well, the game will release at the end of November, but I'm just not confirming it yet, just in case things go wrong, you know. Okay, so I've put down, it's a classic survival horror game. Ammo and health sprays are limited, so use them wisely. Let's see. Enemies can either be, let me see, enemies can be, let's say, can be tackled head on or avoided depending on your playstyle. I don't know what you guys are going to do, because some people like to kill everything. So technically you can, as long as you make sure your ammo is used wisely and you try and make use of headshots. You can get away with killing every single enemy in a Resident Evil game. As long as you explore everywhere, you pick up all the ammo you can find, you should be okay. It's just that if you waste a lot of ammo unnecessarily, then you're going to be in trouble. You'll have a knife, but knife is only going to save you so much. A demo, very cool, thanks. Yeah, it's coming soon, 5 weeks, and there will be a demo. So you can give me your thoughts and your feedback on it. I thought Fuse was just for character creation. Alpha, Fuse is awesome, you should give it a go. It uses in-game assets as well as coding. It breaks you in slowly, very good. Only on Switch though. Yeah, Switch, that's the drawback. Like, you don't really expect people to make games on a Switch, do you? Because you've got Super Mario Maker, but that's quite restrictive because you can literally only make Mario games. So I'll check out the Fuse thing and see. But I don't see myself getting a Switch anytime soon though. So let's see. Search. Let's see. Search various locations to find. I'll probably edit all this down as well. See, we're going to stretch that a wee bit. Might leave that the way it is. Okay, so there, it's a classified horror game. Ammo and health sprays are limited, so use them wisely. Enemies can be tackled head on or avoided depending on your playstyle. Search various locations to find as much ammo as possible. Okay. What else is there? Let's see. Let's see, items such as keys can be stored in your inventory. After, let's just say after picking them up. Let's see, items are essential to throughout the game. Let's see. So the items such as keys can be stored in your inventory after picking them up. Items are essential to navigate throughout the game, and may solve problem. Oh, I think I meant to write as well as. As well as solving puzzles. Blah, blah, blah. We can tidy some of the language up. So we're talking about make sure you're careful with your ammo and your health. You can have different play styles depending on how you want to tackle the enemies. Make sure you search for ammo in every room. Then it's talking about keys and key items that you'll need to unlock doors and solve puzzles. And I'm thinking the environment as well. So you can interact with the environment to gain additional details. Okay. You never know what you may learn or what you may find out. Okay, so use your items wisely. You can avoid or kill everything, but make sure you search for ammo. You'll need to use items and solve puzzles, and you can also interact with the environment to gain additional details. So that's the 3 main points. I'm not sure if I need to drill anything else home. You can make games on it. What kind of games? Fuse is a game on Switch. I think Nintendo knew a console will be announced in 2021. You think so? That soon? You think they'll try and compete with the PS5? I want to buy that RPG Maker program coming to the PS4. Those are fun to play around with. They are. They're very fun. See, I would have probably used it a lot more, but because I don't really game on my PC that much, so it just feels like it's just sitting there, and I'm never going to play it. But if it's on the PS4, then I'll definitely play it. So I'll look at seeing some reviews, and hopefully it's decent compared to the PC version. I wouldn't mind picking it up, but again, it needs to have a good community. We need to be able to play other people's games easily, because on the PC you search for random websites to find these RPG games, but officially, is it going to be like Dreams where you can just upload a game and it's there? Is it going to be that easy? I think that's really going to be the big test, because if it's just making your own games but you can't play other people's games, then it's got a limited appeal, I think. Yep, it's a game generator like Dreams. That's it. Alpha, what RPG Maker? So I may check it out. It's coming out for the PS4 soon. The MX one. I think that's what it's called, yeah. Solving puzzles along the way. Yeah, could do. We'll probably tidy this language up as well. Along the way. Okay. Puzzles sound interesting. Yeah, there'll be nothing too complicated. But there will be a few that make you think. The PS5 is rumoured to get a price reveal and launch date soon. LB, are you getting it day one? I plan to get it day one, but again, it just depends on the price, because they apparently they leaked the Xbox price and it's almost $600, which is really expensive. So if the PS5 is anywhere close to that, it's I don't know. Ideally, I would like it to be closer to 400, but I think that's been too optimistic, because we paid what, £350 for the PS4. If I was to pay 450 tops, I'd think that's acceptable, but anything over £500, it's a bit steep, especially when you need to buy games and everything. So, and PlayStation Plus as well, it gets pretty pricey. But they always say they're going to reveal the price soon, but it never happens. I mean, the console could be coming out in like 3 months' time, and we still have no concrete details, so who knows what's going to happen. I hope the PS5 has some good ragdoll games. I don't think it has. I've not seen any. I've had RPG Maker on the PC forever. Never used it though. I was into Game Maker Studio before moving to Dreams. I never tried that Game Maker Studio. I think because you had to do some programming on it. So I was like, maybe not. I played the RPG Maker. I don't know if it was called Ace something, VX Ace or something. It's got a fancy name, and it was alright. You can create your own assets, so you can essentially make your own games, and you can script if you know how to do that. But again, I just didn't spend that much time on my PC. The most I've ever spent on a PC is when I was playing Football Manager, because surprisingly it's very addictive and it sucks up all your time. My guess is it might be 500 or 450. Yeah, it's pretty expensive, isn't it? It's not ideal. £420 for PS5, that's been my guess, and I'm convinced it will be close to that. Yeah, I mean, around the 400 mark would be ideal. Anything higher than that, it's going to be more like... I'm going to have to really think about it. I don't even know why they won't say the price yet. It's a price. Why is it that important? Because if it's too expensive, it's going to bomb, and then Microsoft will undercut them, and then they'll be like, hey, look at our price, it's much better. Because they can just change the price like that, you know, they'll just change the marketing. Plot twist, it will be 200. Wow. It will just be like this basic kit where you have to buy them in packs. So it's like, okay, here's part 1 of the PS5. Next year we'll have part 2. You just slot it together, and then eventually you'll have a full console. Game Maker had coding and logic style. Yeah, it was more... It had a graphical interface, didn't it? But it was a bit more hardcore as well, wasn't it? RPG Maker VX Ace is the one I have on the PC. Spent over 100 hours on it. That's the one I've got. I don't think I spent anywhere near that, to be honest. The problem is, I always went into the RPG makers like, oh, I need to make this amazing game. And most of the time I would just sit there going, okay, what am I going to do next? You know, I didn't really plan out my games, so they never really happened. I was quite impatient. But this was back when I was playing Little Big Planet, so I was quite impatient back then. This is like the longest I've ever spent making a project. So I think I'm learning to plan and just be a bit more patient. You wish. You just get a PS4 sawed in half, and you have to do all the wiring and just fix it up. Yeah, you do all the manufacturing. Basically, instead of China making it, right, we'll give you all the PS4 parts, and you assemble it yourself, and then you can get a discount. I think that's a good deal, to be honest. It's educational as well. The DIY S4 or S5, yeah. So how I do with Dreams? What do you mean? Don't think I'm gonna pre-order the PS5 then. Yeah, I mean, you don't want all that effort, do you? You just want it built right out of the box. Like, they haven't even sanded it down, it's just a poorly sawed off PS4. Why do you keep saying PS4? It's PS5, man. I ain't buying a PS4. But yeah, that would that's the future. Disconnectable consoles. If the Switch could do it with the controllers, they're going to do it with a full console. You get splinters from rubbing your fingers on the edge. You're gonna get a console, and you're going to increase your crafting skills. So it's a win-win. I was referring to the way you used RPG Maker. Oh, right. So like, you're the same way with Dreams. Yeah, you sort of don't know what you're doing, or you try and rush things. Like, I want to make a game now. I want a really good game right now. I don't want to wait. I don't want to plan it out. I wonder what I would make on RPG Maker though if I really took the time to make a game. Because I don't know what I would do, to be honest. I don't want to copy anything, but I don't want to make anything too generic either. But what would be hilarious is a PS5 just came as a sawed in half PS4. Yeah, don't look into the finer details. Just it's a PS5. It's just the new revolution of technology. Sony needs to fix the PS4 before going PS5. Not interested in PS5 because Sony is censoring. Yeah, they're going to censor no matter what, aren't they? That's kind of their thing. They don't censor The Last of Us 2 though, I can tell you that. They do whatever they want. Does not come with hot glue. What? You mean I got to buy hot glue? Because those glue guns, they must be expensive. Someone just sent me a Wallace and Gromit meme game. Another one? Yeah, those were quite popular, weren't they? We just can't escape them, unfortunately. I know what I'll make my book as an RPG. Yeah, and that's a good thing. You technically don't need to make like a proper RPG battle system. You could just make a story. Because I know there was a couple of games that actually got released. I don't know how they managed it, but they actually released their RPG games as proper paid for things. I think one was called like To the Moon or something like that. And I don't think it had combat. I think it was more like a story driven game. So I could do something like that too. I have two options. Ignore it or go off on them. Or you could just play it and love it. And heart it, and you know, all those good things. I know you want to. I know it's secretly what you want to do. Let me change this font. I'm going to make it all the same font. There we go. The game manual. Okay. I think that's what I'll do for the manual. Excuse me. So far. I don't know how I'm going to link these together just yet. I already did make this already. But I'm just restarting it because why not, right? Because I could use a selector, I guess. So this would be on A. This would be B. This would be C. This would be D. This would be E. And that's your alphabet, kids. It's great learning your A, B, C, D's and E's. Don't forget the E's. But forget the F. Don't even bother with the F. That's a bad letter. Very bad letter. Plus he's very pointy. Right, let me see. So obviously we're going to want to go left and right. So I've got logic down here that I was using. This is what I made earlier. That's what I should do. I should start making Dreams videos and be like, hey kids, I'm going to show you how to make something that takes about 5 hours, but here's one that I made earlier, because I ain't going to waste all that time. But this is my logic, so you can't go back or forward. Right? So basically you're going to go back or forward with these, right? So we'll say this is going forward and this one's going back, and then we'll use the left and the right. So let's see, so the left goes in here, the right goes in here. I just need to refer to my logic because, you know, I forget things. So this is the last one, will go onto there. Okay. Makes sense, makes sense. And then the reset is the opposite button. Okay, so this will, let's say E is the last one, right? So we need to press E and down or right. And then we need to press left if we want to reset it, right? So that should stop us going back to the start again. And then the same thing here. We need to do the opposite. So if we press right, it resets. If we're on A and we press the left, so it doesn't let you go back to here. So that should be kind of set up now, hopefully. I'm just going to quickly test this. I don't know if it's going to work the way I'm anticipating, but basically you need to press You need to press X to activate this, right? So, let me see how this works. So we need to be on A, and we need to press X, right? Now, let me see if this works, right? Because I'm going to have to like redo some of the logic here, because obviously I don't want you to be able to move when you're in here, so I think we only go up and down in this menu, so for now we should be okay. So that'll activate that. So one thing we're going to have to do as well is it's not going to be in the menu. This is going to have like its own screen of its own. So I need to get a brand new camera, right? Oh wait, I don't think I can copy it. I think I need to take it from here. Hold on. Files, where's my stuff? I've got too much stuff going on here. Right, I need a new camera. Okay, so the first one's the game manual. So the game manual was this lump of junk here. So now I need a separate screen just for this game manual, right? So we'll remove all these things. We'll put them away over here to give them a little space of their own. So we need a black background as well. So let me, since we've got an object though, I'm going to have to use a in-scene background as well. So let me see here. Let me take this off here just now. Right, so there's the background. So I'll just reuse that and then just change the colour. Is it already black? No. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. I need to make the background black. There we go. Right. So the camera angle. Let me see. So I'm gonna take this off for just now, just so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so we need to make sure that we're only seeing the blackness here, right? So I need to bring this book forward. Okay. So I'll try and get this kind of central. Okay, so that's the actual book itself. Excuse me. And then this text is going to go over the top of it. So right, it doesn't let me see that. Right, I'll test this and see if it works. So I'll put this back here. Let's just have a quick check, and hopefully this works without any problems. So what should happen is I should press X, it should activate this, and then I should be able to press to cycle through all of these. And there's not a back button yet, so we won't be able to come back, but let's see. So if I press X, right, I forgot I need to put a counter. I need to put a counter here. I do it all the time, but I just forget sometimes, right? Don't be mean. And that's another thing, if we're at the end, I don't know if I can go outside the microchip. Let me see. So if we're on the, let's see, get another one of these. So if we're on E, assuming this works, we're on E, and we press, let's just say we press X again. Should reset it. I'm going to have to see how this works, because see if I press X, it's going to activate it again, so I'm going to have to create some logic so that you can't do it twice. Or I could just change the button and to something else, but you'll see what I mean. You'll see the disaster that's about to happen. So we go in the menu, we press X. Okay, so I need to turn this off. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm going to have to turn off all this stuff. So it's probably going to have to be in its own separate logic rather than being in here. So let me delete all that. I'll bring it off, bring it into its own little thing, right? It's kind of going to mess up because when I move that, the black background is going to be a bit messed up. Do you know what I mean? But I'll sort it. I'll sort it. Right. I'm going to have to do it individually. So basically, when we go in here, we need to turn this off so that we're only seeing this. So I'm going to have to create like its individual element here. So one way I can just test to make sure this works, make sure everything's all good here. I'll turn, let me see if I just do it like this. Okay, so there we've got like the game manual, and then you can kind of cycle through the pages. So now I just need to add the arrow buttons to go from one side to the next. What I might do is I put that arrow in with the game manual, but I think I'm going to remove it because I want to put it at the side of the screen. Let's see. It's funny, that Silent Hill song, it sounds like David Bowie. I don't know if it's a David Bowie wannabe, but it sounds just like him. Okay. So we'll get a left and we'll get a right. Or a right and a left. Okay. Then I can properly adjust these when I need them. So let me just have a quick look. I'm going to have to allow this to be moved. Excuse me. Okay, let's move it away over here. Right, I'll try and put it like, I don't know if I want to put it right in the edge of the screen, but let's see what that looks like. Never mind this for just now. Right. So it's kind of like in the corner of the screen. Do you think it's too far? Do you think it's too far away? For me it looks okay, you know, 'cause that's what it's going to look like. I could bring it a bit closer so that it's not so far out, just because of the way I've got the formatting right now. I could bring it a bit closer. Let me see. So it's going to be like, kind of like that. I'll need to redo all the formatting later anyway, so this is just something that I'll just do for now. Hopefully it does the job. And then this one will be visible. I need to make sure they're both lined up properly though. Let me see. Does that look even? I don't know, they look a bit off, don't they? No. Right, so if we're on certain pages, it will activate this one. So if we're on B, C, or D and E, we can see the back button. So there you go. And you can go back and forward. Very easy stuff. Very, very easy. So we just need to do like some sound effects that come up to like go through the pages, like, you know, and just sort of sort out the navigation. One thing I need to do for the end part is instead of the arrow, it needs to have an end icon. So we only see this if we're on A, B, C, D, and then on E we'll basically have another one that just says close, let's say, right? Just an example. So so then I'll put like an X there or something like that at the end, so people know what they need to press. Probably put it first. See, I call it X, I don't call it cross, so whenever I need to type in cross, I'm not very happy about it. So there we go. Going between pages, and then we'll press X to close, and it'll take us back to the inventory. If we viewed this from the inventory, because when you pick up this document for the first time, you're going to press X and it's going to take you back to the main game. It's only if you selected this from the inventory afterwards that it will take you back to the inventory. So I need to have two different states. One that says if you pick this up, it's just going to take you back to the game. If you activated this in the menu, it's going to take you back to the menu. So yeah, that's kind of how it's looking. I want to experiment with the formatting, because right now I've got it, it's a bit blocky. I don't know if I should make it go the full screen or just keep it the way it is. Obviously I'll move the book a little bit, and I'm probably going to blur the background as well. Let me see if I can do that now, actually, because the focus isn't really on the book, it's more on the text. So I don't know if there's like a blur in the cameras. You used to have it in Little Big Planet. I don't think you have it in this. I think I'd have to use one of the... They've got a new tool, don't they? Hello, again. So here we can put in... I think it's the grading effects, isn't it? If you want to blur things. See, I don't use this, so give me a minute to find where the blur is. Right, sharpen or blur. Right, let me see. If this is activated, I don't know if this is going to work. Right, so it kind of worked. It made it blurry. My idea was if the thermal was high for these sculpts, then making them blurry would actually help, because then you wouldn't actually see what was going on. Obviously I don't want it to be that blurry though. Let's try 50%. Yeah, you can still kind of see the book. let's see. We'll do it from here, right? So you don't really start to see the blur until about 60%. Yeah, it's at roughly 60% that you start to notice. So if I go for 65, for example, it's like that. So the book's there, but the book's not taking your focus. It's just in the background. So I think that looks a lot better. So we'll basically make templates for all of the different things, the different files and things like that. Right, let me catch up here, because I was this is why I don't normally do logic on streams, because I just kind of focus on what I'm doing. So let me catch up and see what I've missed here. Give them a few pieces of your mind, Hauschmumen. How dare you send me crinkly things? Only I can make crinkly creations. 7 to be exact. Can you teach us numbers, LB? Numbers? What do you want? Do you want me to be your math teacher? 7 neatly cut pieces of my mind. Yeah, just don't give them all of it. Okay. You got to save it for some other people. I'm currently working on a dream right now. Oh, cool. What are you working on? Anything complicated, or is it more simple? Be right back. Pizza time. Oh, nice. What did you order? Is it like a massive sweet corn? By the way, I didn't tell you this game. You've probably found out by now, but you were late today. So when you go to get your pizza, guess who's the pizza delivery man? Yep, you've got it. It's John Jerry Steve, and he's basically going to open the pizza, and his leg is like there, and it just like wraps around him. It's like, choke on this pizza, my pizza leg pie. Hey Weem 3, welcome to the stream. Spooky, yeah. We're not really showing the environments today. We normally show them on other streams, so you can probably find it on a past video if you want to see some of the environments. Right now we're just getting some of the documents that you can find and read as you go through the game, which is pretty cool. Are those screams part of the music? Yeah, totally, yeah. It's like, shut, be quiet. Yeah, it's totally the music. So LBA, teach me Dreams and I'll teach you Unity. Okay. I'm sort of teaching you as I'm going along, I guess, but if you have any specific questions, I'll do my best. Love your games, by the way, and I hope everyone in the chat is doing awesome. Keep the games coming, guys. Yeah, we just got to keep working hard, don't we? Hey, Gaming Boy! Welcome back. Hey, sorry I'm late. I just played 3 hours of Beat Saber non-stop, and now I'm tired. I've never actually played that game, sadly, because I don't have VR. Did you buy the new Linkin Park kit? I think Linkin Park, they put 11 tracks in the game, and I really want to play it just for those Linkin Park tracks. If you don't want to type internet cross, you can also do X. Does it work? Interesting indeed. So what happens, unless it doesn't work and you're telling me just to press the X symbol, but then you kind of want the button, right? So what happens, LB, when I say fire? Well, that was a long time ago. I don't even have the fire here anymore. It's in the environmental scenes. Unfortunately, it's not in this one because we're doing the inventory. Happy Friday! Hey, Fox Act, welcome back. Yeah, it's a good day to be alive, right? It's the end of the week. We can finally relax. Not for me though, because tomorrow I still need to work, so it's not going to be so ideal. But tomorrow we're going to, at least tomorrow we're going to do another live stream. We're going to play some more Fall Guys, so that'll be fun. Totally not rage-inducing at all. Grading FX is extremely useful for game making, LB. How are you not familiar with it? Because I ain't a graphics guy, right? I'm leaving. That's all Intra Attackout's work, right? He can do all that stuff for me, right? I'll keep it very vanilla. I've just started. It's a post-apocalyptic survival game. Oh, cool. Something like Fallout. Is it going to be first person? Sounds cool. No, it works. Oh, okay, so they added a shortcut. I'm sure I tried it a long time ago and it never worked. That's good then. I only bought in the end. Oh, okay, so they let you buy individual tracks. I didn't know that. I thought you had to buy like the whole pack. I definitely want it though. Also with circle, you can do O instead of circle. Are you trying to pretend? Because I'm sure I tried all these before and it never worked. Maybe they updated it after people complained. Isn't this great? It says up next is another live stream from me. It's when we were playing that Destruction Derby game. You know, we use the car to do stunts. Anyway. No. Just no. Flat out no. Alright. So I'll need to get like a sound effect for the pages turning. So let me show you, Panic Man. This is what you do, right? Go into sound mode. It's easier this way. It's a quick way to filter. So you don't need to go into the proper filtering options. Right, let's see if I can find a good paper flap. Right. Oh, right, let's see. Does anything come up with paper? Right. Paper crumple, fold. The sound effects are really bad though. It's like it doesn't seem natural. What the hell? That does not sound like tearing paper. Is that like Goku tearing paper? Like flicking paper, that should be good, but that doesn't sound like what I'm looking for. Some of these paper things are crazy. Well, there's one. It's Isaac's favourite composer, Mandelbo. Expertly recorded. He recorded it very well. Let's use that. I don't know if you can hear the sound effects because of the music, but I'll turn the music off soon so you can hear it. Let's keep it on default for now, right? And then it's going to be an or. So either or, right? Okay. Right, let me just pause this music here and then we can test out these sound effects. Right, you ready? I think I'm going to have to go into the sound effects because I feel like some of them are too long. Right, open it up. Right, let's get two here. This one's a bit long for me. Right, let's go for that. It's alright. And if you do that, it's obviously going to be a bit annoying, but I think people are going to read it. Okay, so this is a classic survival horror game. Ammo and health sprays are limited, so use them wisely. Enemies can be tackled head on or avoided depending on your playstyle. Search various locations to find as much ammo as possible. Items such as keys can be stored in your inventory after picking them up. Items are essential to navigating throughout the game as well as solving puzzles along the way. You can interact with the environments to gain additional details. You never know what you may learn. And then we can close it, or we can go back if you really want to. So there you go. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So at least we've got a nice little template here, and we can just copy this and use it for all the other documents that we're going to make. Try it. I don't believe you. I think if I do it, it crashes Dreams. I know what you're up to, Housemoon. Yeah. Spot on page flip. I know it was perfect, wasn't it? You can tell he really took the time to record it, you know. To be honest, when I flip pages, I don't think it goes that much, does it? Hold on. Let me do some page flipping for you here. Does it sound good? Does mine sound better than his? Expert page flipping, by the way. It's perfect. I should just record that myself. Clearly mine was far superior. I thought it was common knowledge. No, I tried it. I'm telling you, I tried it and it didn't work. It must be a new thing they've added. Can we use a 2-page flip sound to alternate? I could, but the second one he used was a bit too long for me, but I could just duplicate that one and then manipulate it a bit, I think. We'll save a lot of time if true. No, it's not true. I'm not joking. Come on, the Crinkle Man isn't joking. I don't believe it. I think it'll crash Dreams too, but I'll try it. Don't do it. It'll suck you into a vortex scheme. Not even John Jerry Steve's leg can save you. So be very careful. Yes, sounds good. Perfect. On John Jerry Steve's leg, it's true. That is a high cross to swear on. Be careful. Better, way better. Become a Foley artist, please. I will. Do it now. LB does page flip ASMR. That could be good. Just Dream sound effects, but ASMR version. You can buy one track in Beat Saber for about £1.82. I guess that's... I mean, it's, if you buy a track on iTunes, it's like, what, 99 pence? So, but since it's a game as well, it's not just the track you're buying. I guess it's alright. So I'm guessing the full pack was about £12 maybe. It's quite expensive, isn't it? You need to really like Linkin Park and Beat Saber. You can change the length of sounds. It just opens a portal to the 9th dimension to hell. I knew it! I knew what you were doing. It's basically Boveretta. It's like The Ring. You ever watch The Ring? When she comes out of the TV. It's basically Boveretta, but she just opens her butt cheeks. And the rest is history. I won't bother then. I'll stick to the old way. Whatever works, man. Whatever works. So at least we've got a template sort of working here, which is quite good. Look how blurry that is. Look, it's like, I can't see anything the further back I go. Can you imagine if you left that in here and you forgot about it, and you didn't even realise, and your game was just like super blurry, and you're like, Dreams sucks, or my vision has gotten suddenly very poor because now I really can't see anything anymore. What does that say? I'm gonna turn that off for just now because that actually gives me a headache. Remember that game we played and it was all blurry? I tried to simulate you being drunk and I was nearly sick. You know? That's why I don't drink. The blurriness. It's not the drink that gets me, it's the blurriness. Now I'm picturing Boveretta's Goatsy? Is that a type of skirt? Are you familiar with Dyatlov Pass? No, I'm not. What is Dyatlov Pass? Watching a movie on it, it's the Devil's Pass. Oh, right. Was that a typo or is that another language? No, I've never heard of the Devil's Pass before. Is that like from Boveretta's belly button down the way? Stay away from VR then, LB. Really? Is it extremely blurry? That's not good. See, I thought VR was this clear, crystal clear experience. I thought I was like right in there in the moment, but if it's all blurry, I don't think it's going to be too good, is it? Right, so we've got the book. Now we need to get the newspaper. Local health in decline. So I would get the newspaper, same thing as before. And we'll just toggle between the two items, that way I don't need to keep redoing it, you know. So we'll put the newspaper there. and basically this is going to activate that. So let me get a... Screw it, just use this. This is my fast quick fix. Right, so if I was going to make another one, right? Right, hold on, I think I'm going to have to redo this. Right, give me a minute. I'm smart, I'll show you. I need to put down another microchip, right? Because it's better if we keep everything in the one microchip. That way I don't need to keep redoing the camera position all the time. You'll see what I mean in a moment. So we'll basically put all of this crap inside another microchip. So it's like self-contained. Oh, not that one though. Okay. Oh. Ah! Oh, I can't see! See, that's a difficult thing when you're trying to move text boxes. It's very, very difficult. And then the grade and effect. Right. Can I move everything now? Ta-da! So now I've moved that there, right? Now it means all that's contained in there, and then the camera is always going to be there, and it's no problem. Everything's all good. So now I just need to copy this, redo this, and this one will basically go on the newspaper. So let's say if we turn this one off, we'll focus on the newspaper now. And the newspaper was called, what was it called again? Local Health and Decline. Okay. Just going to type it with the controller, I'm too lazy now. Because look, you've got the predictive text, so... Okay, so that'll be the new title for the newspaper. So here we go. See, the same idea. I'm just going to have to get a new sound effect for the newspaper, because obviously it's not thin paper. Let's do that quickly. Let's see. Newspaper. Anybody got newspaper sound effects? No. I could just manipulate the sound we have already just to make it slower, you know, like, oh. I mean, I didn't really like his sound effects, but it could work. Right, let me just go for that for just now, right? My god, why is it way up there? It's so weird. Right, replace that one, right? Okay. It's better. It's not perfect, but at least it's a bit different from the other one. Now we just need to write this one now. So we need to write a newspaper article. Lucky me. So I don't even know what I'm going to write yet. So at least we've got a template working, which is quite good. And what I can do now is, let me just turn that off for now, right? I'll show you how everything looks in a scene so far. Maybe that'll be good. Ooh. Do you like that wee sound effect when everything comes online? Okay. So I'll see how everything... I'll show you how everything works in the scene now. Sound good? So I'll just do a quick save here. Hopefully everything's all good. Gives me chills, yeah. In 1959, 9 Russian hikers disappeared hiking dead. They were found in creepy circumstances. It was a Yeti. It was Bovareta Yeti. That's who it was. I wouldn't be able to handle VR screen. It's too close for me. Yeah, especially if you wear glasses. I don't know how it would work. I've heard of that, Fox. Really interesting. I've never heard of it, but that does sound quite creepy. There's many theories from military assassination to aliens. I guess assassination would be more likely, but you never know. You never know. Aliens seems plausible. I mean, if you've got Bovareta in your life, clearly aliens are plausible. Things close up are clear, but at just a few meters away, things get blurry and more blurry into the distance. PC VR is much better, but not perfect. We'll have clear VR eventually. Yeah, I'll probably stay clear of VR until they make it clear. Get it? Because, yeah, the blurriness, I don't like it. It makes me feel sick. To even Yeti, Bigfoot-like creatures, I like creepy mysteries. Yeah, it's a big Bova Yeti. I love creepy mysteries like that. I know it's like always really curious, isn't it? I came across one. It was like a German one. You know, there's a movie called something like The Exorcism of Emily Rose. It's an American movie, but it's based on a German girl, and she basically got like possessed by the devil. And first you kind of think, that's crazy. There's no way that could happen. But they show you the documentary. They show you her life, and it's like she's just a normal girl at school, and then she looked healthy, and then suddenly she's like really thin, and you know, she's doing really crazy stuff. Like she was, you know, what the devil would do. You know, if you saw the Exorcist movie, you know, she was like, I don't know, like drinking her own urine and stuff, and she was eating spiders and things like that. It was crazy. But you think it's based on it's a true story, so you kind of think, well, surely. I mean, they tried to say she went insane, right? But I mean, which is possible, but can you really go that insane? Makes me kind of worried. Panic Man VR has lenses, so the screen doesn't appear to be close at all. Okay, that's quite cool. Yeah, you always wonder, because it's like right in front of your eyes, so you think, well, it must be pretty close. But I guess they've figured out the technology now. We have the technology. Okay, right, we'll test this in our scene, and we'll see the inventory working in all its glory, and the character if no one's seen the character we're working on. Alpha, look for Devil's Pass movie. It's fictional. Yeah, I'll give it a look as well. You don't notice the screen at all. That's quite cool, at least. Found footage. Yeah, it's one of those found footage movies. It's like they've been done so many times now. That's the only bad thing, because they did it in what was it? The Blair Witch Project, and then they didn't really copy it. Like that was kind of unique, but then like, you know, like maybe like 10 years ago, everyone started, because of Paranormal Activity, everyone started to do the whole shaky cam movies, and they just took it too far. When did Devil Pass come out? Okay, I have an idea. I'm going to mix it in with some fantasy. That sounds good. Get some Bovareta bears. My black felt tip pen is leaking all over my hand. Spooky! Just as you're talking about all these things, suddenly your pen leaks. Coincidence? I think not. I think Devil's Pass is like 2011. They had early iPhones. Yeah, like I said, like 10 years ago, these movies used to be really popular. Does YouTube censor comments? It does if you say anything maybe too offensive. I haven't got any particular words censored, but it may auto-detect certain things, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Because I think that's when Joe, he said shit or something, and I didn't see the comment, so I don't know. what happened there. Drinking urine and eating spiders sounds like Bear Grylls to me. Like Bear Grylls gone off his nut. We have the technology, we can rebuild him, but I don't want to spend a lot of money. And he's like a trash can. Yeah, I remember that scene. That was perfect. Right, I'll put this together then, and we'll roughly see how everything comes together, right? Don't worry too much about thermo and stuff, because I can always optimize these things later. Later. Alligator. By the way, the fire cat's outside. I don't know if you can hear him. He's going mental. Absolutely mental. He's like, let me in. Sometimes I let him in if he sleeps, but sometimes he just causes too many problems. Because nowadays I've got the laptop open for comments, I've got my microphone, I've got water, I've got the monitor, I've got a keyboard today. Too many things that he could potentially break, you know. Okay. So let's get the inventory in. Ta-da! Don't mind me. Right. Let's see. Okay. It's got a character here. Hey! Look at me holding my gun all dodgy. She's pretty nimble with that handgun. Look at this. Oh yeah. Here we go. Right, so if you want to check out the inventory, right now it's pretty instantaneous. There's no transition, so I'll need to add one. So basically, my idea is that when she's on the side here, it's grey because of the sky, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate the environment, and I'm going to put the environment behind her so that you can actually see the room that you're in. So it makes it more dynamic. I could just like put the inventory in front of the playable character, but let's say there's a zombie behind you and you press the menu. It would look really stupid if she was standing there and there's a zombie behind you, so that's why I've separated it. So you can go into the inventory and time does stop, so that's my reason why I separated where she is. So there you go. Change weapons. Is on my files that I've collected in the game because I've completed the game already. There's our trophies. I need to fix the lighting obviously for the trophies as well. That's something you don't notice until you actually import it in. So I'll sort all that out as well. But then there you go. Back to the game. Also, I haven't connected the inventory with the character yet, so like if I go into the menu and I see she moves, see, so I'll need to disable her movement. I've just not done it yet. I think she has the logic, to be honest. I just need to put it into the inventory screen. So she's a woman on a mission, and I also added a knife. Oh, look at my knife. Better watch out. I mean business. So I've not properly animated it or anything. I literally, that was the last thing I added to the character. So I haven't animated it or anything. I need to do the slash. So that's where I left off on that. I decided just to go to the inventory just because I wanted to show something on stream and work on it a bit more. But yeah, once I do more of the inventory, I'll go back to this character. I need to fix the knife stuff, and I also need to add other weapons like the shotgun, the machine gun, the revolver, magnum thingy, and then I need to update the graphics on the character, fix a few things, and add some facial animation as well, so when she aims she actually, you know, changes her expression. So I've still got a lot of work to do, but I'm hopeful that I can finish a lot of the inventory this weekend, and then it means next week I can go back to the character, sort out the knife attack, and get the other weapons sorted. Just make sure this menu is working properly. I can add the pop-up trophies and stuff like that. Yeah, everything seems to be looking good so far. So I'm pretty happy with the progress that we've made. My message has the S word in it. Oh, yeah, auto sensors. Yeah, I think it does. Yeah. Damn you, YouTube. I can probably turn it off, no doubt, but maybe if I turn it off, I might get into some trouble. She has nothing on Bear Grylls. I know. God damn, that guy is insane. Poop with a water gun. You try to make a watery poop. I see her nose ring. Any tattoos? No, not yet. I'm not really good at painting. If I could paint, I probably would put a tattoo on her arm. Maybe I'll do like a simple one, you know, just a few lines. I think that would be pretty cool. Give her some more personality. But I was going to maybe put tattoos on the guy as well, because he's like a biker guy. Both of the characters are a bit rebellious, you know. So they're not nicey people. Also, I don't know if you saw my message, but on the first stream I asked if that model is a place goldfish or a final model. It's a goldfish. She's a perfectly round goldfish. No, like I said, I need to update her. So one thing I did update, remember the animation for the gun when you aim up and down? It was a bit wonky. I fixed it. See, you can now aim and fire up and down now. It's all good. But yeah, everything else is placeholder. I'm still working on it. It's probably going to take me a good few weeks to finalise her. I haven't even got a proper walk cycle in yet. I'm just using the default one right now. I need to fix her fingers when she holds the gun, and fix her face, and you know that's going to take a while. But yeah, it's just to show you the progress so far. This is not the final version. Just like this is not the final version. Everything I show you, until we have a demo or a final product, everything I show you is subject to change. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Ha! This is my pirate knife. Place goldfish. I meant placeholder. No, I think you meant goldfish. That made more sense. Place goldfish for the win. Have you noticed the paint on her face really stands out in that lighting? I know. It makes her look really old as well, doesn't it? It's all Enter Attack Out's fault, right? That's who we're going to blame. She's like Bo Veretta if Bo Veretta had normal hair. That's what I should do. I should update the hair as an unlockable costume. Bo Veretta, can you imagine? Just change the colour of the trousers and that, and then change the hair. Easy enough, right? Just a few keyframes. It wouldn't even take up much thermal. She's looking kind of thick. Oh yeah, thick is the good way to go. There you go. Everyone loves it, you know you do. That's because Bo Veretta has special hair. It's beautiful. Yeah, Bo-vertable. Rambo would be proud, very proud. Good question. With poor health, will she limp / drag? Well, I'm glad you asked me that, because the answer is yes, indeed. And here's one I made earlier, right? So she's walking normally, right? And running normally. I say normally. Are you ready? When she's on medium health, this is what she looks like. Oh, look at that. I just pulled that one out of the bag. So she's kind of holding herself. She still kind of walks normally. She still kind of runs normally. Just her pose is a little different. And then when she loses even more health and she's almost dead. Oh, she's struggling now. And now when she walks like an old lady. She's very slow at walking now. She's really struggling. So yeah, so you basically need to go back to full health. So like, imagine she's on low health, Well, I'll update the animation in here when she has low health, but let's say we use a health spray. Okay, we used the health spray. And now she's back to normal. Look, how good is that? Look. Health spray. Good as new. See? That's how it's going to look. Oh, I need a health spray. Back to Norman. It's good, isn't it? See, I've thought of it all. Thought it all through. Just got more work to do. But it's going to look good. I can feel it. It's going to be pretty damn good in time. Subject to change. Was that a pun? It wasn't, but it is now. Bear Grylls drank rabbit poo tea. Says it all. What the hell? Why? Has it got some kind of nutrients in it? Does it taste like berries or something? Quips, jokes, puns. I know you came to the right place. Yes, LB, please do that. A blue shirt, purple jeans, and of course red lips and blonde hair. I don't see why not. I mean, I don't think it would be that difficult. But it would be an unlockable. You need to complete the game to get it. So people don't play their first playthrough as Bovaretta. Might scare too many people away. I mean, it's a horror game, but there's limits. Everything is already looking very cool. Again, this is very rough. I still need to update the environment even more. I'm going to update the graphics even more. Her walk cycle, the way she poses, how she looks. Get the knife sorted. Yeah, it's coming along quite nicely. Nice, I like it. Excellent. I meant under the menu lighting, which is probably the same, but you get a close-up view. This one, yeah, she's very tanned, isn't she? Around here. Yeah. I'm probably going to spray paint her entire face again because this is a bit too defined. Let's say, because if you look at the male character, he doesn't have makeup on, so his face is like plain, like her arms are plain. So her face, I'll definitely spray it. Give her a non-tan spray, let's say. I'll just bleach her face. Can we get a woo for the health spray? Oh, it's so good, isn't it? I mean, look, you're dying. Let's say you're not dying. Let's say you're on medium health. Even then, boom, you're good to go. But the thing is, when you're playing horror games, say you do go to medium health. Now, you could use a health spray, but most people would probably rather go down to low health before they use a spray, because you want to get maximum use out of the spray, right? But the thing is, you're going to leave yourself prone to getting a swift death. So like, it's funny, you could literally, if you're good at the game, right? Say, let's say you're full health, right? And you're pretty good at these games, but near the start you got hit, right? So you're down to this health, but you're too stubborn to use a health kit. So you might actually play through the entire game like this, which looks ridiculous. But you're so stubborn. You don't want to use a health spray. You don't want to solve it. You know. She looks so good when she's full health, though. Yes, she will limp. She will limp. Oh, it's so difficult. My life is so difficult. And a John Jerry Steve onesie. What's a onesie? Is that more merchandise? Do you want me to get you not only a t-shirt but a onesie with John Jerry Steve on it? Bovaretta OS. This looks awesome, bro. Yeah, hopefully it comes together quite well. We're getting there slowly but surely. Bovaretta is the subject of my nightmares. She's a subject of everybody's nightmares. She's like Freddy Krueger has nightmares of Bovaretta. That says it all. I think I'm going to load up my Switch again after months of not playing it. Bleach her face, I will. If you bleach her face, she literally will become Bovaretta. That's her makeup tips. Just bleach her face. Don't actually bleach your face. Don't do what Donald Trump tells you. It does not cure the virus, I swear. Pick up Fuse on the Switch. Let us know what it's like. I'll make sure Bovaretta bears are a thing. That is something I would love and hate to see. Her bones go squeaky when she's on low health, so she rips off her skin and sprays WD-40 disguised as health spray on her bones, and then she covers the hole back up. Yeah, it's like that movie. You ever watched the movie called Death Becomes Her? I think it's called, and it's got good old John McClane, and it's basically like a potion that keeps them alive forever. So like if they fall down the stairs or their skin gets decayed or whatever, they don't regenerate, they just stay alive. So they have to like use duct tape, or they have to like paint their skin so that it doesn't look like it's dead. It's a good movie, it's fun, funny, you should watch it. It's the same with the hole. I'm not going to spoil too much, but there is a hole. Her eye makeup looks good, so keep that. Yeah, I'll probably keep that. Just remove the stuff around here, you know. A onesie is a costume that's a hood, trousers, and a t-shirt. Yeah, that's what I assumed. That's what you meant, but I wasn't sure if it was like a typo or something. So I didn't realise you wanted me to give her a onesie. I bet Bovaretta looks so good in her John Jerry Steve onesie. LB8, have the characters lose limbs when they take damage until they are just a head rolling around like Never Dead. What is Never Dead? I don't know what that is, but that could be cool. Like imagine just eventually our zombie rips your arm off. Now you have to play through the rest of the game with one arm. That is proper Isaac mode right there. If I could do it, I would. Hell yeah, John J. Steve wears a Bovaretta onesie and Bovaretta wears a John J. Steve onesie, and then they make love. They just like to make love to themselves, basically. That's how it works out. Giggity, 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 goo. It's funny when he was watching Lois from across the street, and he's like, oh, and then the window closes, and he goes, oh, and he phones up 911. 911, yeah, stuck in the window, yeah, again. I love Quagmire. Subject of my wet dreams. Oh, that's terrible. That's like using your tears as lube. It must be horrible. Anyway, so that's the character in the environment. Got the menu kind of working. So what I'll work on, I need to actually write out more of these files and get it so that it works directly from the menu and when you pick it up in the environment. So that's what I'll work on over the weekend, and since we're not going to do more creation till next Thursday, Friday, I'll probably have the menu with the map done, and maybe did more work on the character so the knife works, and just do a little bit of DIY on the character as well. Ben and Ed had a mechanic like that. Ben and Ed? Who's Ben and Ed? You talking about my aliens? I don't know if that's what you're talking about. My aliens were called Ben and Ed from Little Big Planet. I'm not joking. Ben and Ed, they were the aliens. You went through obstacles of spikes and saw blades, and if you get all your body parts chopped up, you roll around on a head. You play as a zombie. Oh, okay. Tears is lube. Never heard that one before. Yeah. That's what people do. I hate to say this, but from far away, she looks like a... Oh, really? Yeah, but she looks good. Who's to say that kind of acting can... Like, they're in the zombie apocalypse too, you know. They're real survivors as well. You know, they're survivors with just as much rights and respect as everybody else. So, who's to say that she can't survive this? Huh? Alright, very cool, very cool. So, I'll get this done for next Thursday and do a bit more work on the character. I'll probably do like a transition, like a really quick black screen, like a very, very quick, like less than a second, just to make it transition a bit better. And yeah, so tomorrow, if anyone wants to play Fall Guys, reserve your slot. I think we might have an extra slot because I haven't seen Isaac in today's stream again. I think he's addicted to Tomb Raider, by the way. So we'll definitely have an extra slot tomorrow if anyone wants to play Fall Guys. So leave your name at the door and we'll stream the normal time tomorrow for a good couple of hours, assuming the servers don't mess up. Do you know when the voice lines will be done? Not to rush, of course. About 5 years from now. I think that's a good timeline. No, I didn't really get time today. Maybe tomorrow? Before Fall Guys? We'll see. Let's just assume that it's coming. I'm going to head off now to eat before my stream. Good stream, LBA. Good timing, because I'm just about to end. I'll try and tune in to your stream if I've got time. Dibs me a slot in Fall Guys. Alright, there's House Moomin at the door. Have a good weekend, Foxack. So if you want to check us out tomorrow, we'll be doing playing some Fall Guys. If you've got the game yourself, you can also play with us. Otherwise, we'll have another Dream stream on Monday. We'll play some new creations as always. And then Thursday, Friday, we'll get back to creating and I'll show you my progress. Hopefully every week you'll see a big bit of progress. Because now I'm properly working on this off stream as well. But tomorrow we'll do some Fall Guys. It's quite fun, even though it can get frustrating. I sent that just as he does his intro. I know, I was kind of like, good timing. Awesome stream and thanks for the welcome, guys. Yeah, welcome back, Panic Man. It's nice to see you again. Nice to see the quarantine hasn't engulfed you. Great streams. Oh, thanks very much. I know. We don't just do one stream, we do two. That's how popular we are. It was a great having you back, Panic Man. It was perfect, wasn't it? I'm a few minutes behind the stream. Seems it's ended so later, guys. Catch you next time. You're in the past, Scheme. You're in the past, but we're still going. A slot for Fall Guys, please. Okay, just make sure you're available then, right? I guess in the UK, I guess about between, let's say 6:30. About 6:30 gives people time to eat. If you don't arrive till 7, don't worry, I'll reserve your space. I won't give it away. So I'll be there with House Moomin, Scheme, and we'll have one more space. So if no one fills that space, if there's any random viewers that join tomorrow and they ask for a game, then I'll let them join. Goodbye, Mr. Lols. Thanks again for the super chat. Very generous, as always. It was great being here. Absolutely love your streams. Excellent. I can't wait for you to try out this game once the demo comes out in 5 weeks. I can't wait to get your feedback and see what you think of it. But I'm really excited about it. So thanks very much, guys, for tuning in again. See you at Little Big Cubes. 73 for some reason. That's if I wake up in time. I've been going to sleep at crazy times this week. Yeah, no worries. I'm sure you'll be awake before 6:30 or 7. I mean, it's quite late, isn't it? Can't wait to test it. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? It's not funny. I am so excited to play this. Oh, it's going to be so good. It's going to be one of the best games in Dreams this year. You'll see. You'll see. 6:30 might just be able to make it. Just. Your alarm clock goes. Oh, it's dinner time and I probably should get up now. Excited. No reason. You're going to break my game? Going to break it? Don't break it. Right, well, take care and enjoy the rest of your Friday night, and I'll see some of you guys again tomorrow for some Fall Guys. Otherwise, it will be on Monday for some Dreams. Alright, take care, and I'll see you then. Bye!